Hey guys, I've got three versions of the same tractor. There's two different manufacturers and three different scales right here. It is the Snowman's GMC General from the second Smokey and the Bandit movie, Smokey and the Bandit II, where they haul Charlotte the elephant from Florida to Texas. Well, they never actually make it on this one. But this is the tractor. IXO first came out with this version down here in 1/43rd scale. And by the way, I've talked about this version extensively in another video, so go check it out. Then they just came out with this version here in 1/64th scale. That's the version we've actually really been waiting for. It's too bad they don't have a trailer, but there it is. And in between this one and this one coming out, Brekina made this 1/87th scale version. Now, there's one flaw with it being out of the movie. None of these trucks have the twin stack option. He ran the twin stack, but none of these guys put the twin stack on there. And in fact, GM with this sleeper, the only version had the twin stack. So it should have the twin stack, but none of them did it. Now we're going to go on, take them out and compare them because they're all pretty cool. And here we go, guys. Here they are out of the package. And aren't they good looking trucks? Just three of the same exact paint scheme. They just look like just start with one, hit it with a shrink ray, and then hit it with a shrink ray again. First one here is the 1/43rd scale IXO, and it's IXO model numbers TR079. And guys, it's long sold out at IXO, but I found one hiding in the warehouse, still available while supplies last. While that one lasts, it's still there on my website. You can get it, farmtoysandmore.com. Then we have the 1/64th scale one here, which is IXO Models, item number 64 TR003. And yes, this one here just came out very, very recently. So plenty of them still available while supplies last. And then the last one is the Brekina Automodelle, and it is item number 85775, 1/87th scale. Now, these are die cast. This one here is an all plastic model, which 87 scale, that's very common. So we're not going to worry too much about that. And again, linked down below for all of these models. While supplies last, once they sell out, guys, you've missed out, and you're going to miss out on some great models here. All three of them actually have the hood ornament on the front. All three have GMC tampoed on the front. They got nice grills. We'll turn them a little bit so we can look at the fronts first. Man, just look at them. Like, just hit them with a shrink ray, man. They're just perfect. They've got individual windshield wipers on this one, individual photo etched windshield wipers there, molded in windshield wipers. Really cool. They tampoed the 5-star GMC logo on the 1/43rd and that 1/64th. Both of them there have it. GMC is tampoed. They didn't tampo the hood ornament, but they did tampo GMC right there. They have marker lights, which are molded in to the fenders on these two, the 87th, 64th, but the 43rd over here, it happens to have them as an extra part that is a clear plastic part molded, and then they tampoed it, well, they painted it with that clear Tamiya to make it look kind of clear, whereas these are just tampoed with orange paint. They have individual jewel style headlights, all of them, the quad headlights, 2 in each pod. Grills, chrome plated, really sharp. They've all got the same bumper on the front with the tapered ends, and then the lights hanging underneath. They've got the air intakes right here with big air cleaners. They put the striping on the 64th and the 43rd. Brekina did not put it on the 87th. They've all got mirrors, chrome plated. Now, the Brekinas do not come factory installed on their models. You have to put them on yourself. They're hidden in a little package under the box. So be careful when you open it, because you might lose that package and never be able to find it again. They've got individual single chrome exhaust on the passenger side. Then they've got the 2 bell air horns on the driver's side. I think they were split up on the real truck, you know, one on each side, but not entirely sure. They've got the roof lights that are just molded into the cab and then tampoed on all three. Sleepers also have the windows. Now there's one small difference. You'll notice big wide rectangle on the 87th and the 43rd. Well, ooh, can't see it that way. There we go. Now you can see it. Big wide window like the real truck. Little square window. I don't know why they didn't make it wider on the 64th. That's kind of a bonehead move. Inside, each truck does have a dashboard, steering wheel, and high back seats so that you can see that. They've all got the window here on the sides. Now they rounded the window corners on these side windows on the 43rd and the 64th. They didn't do it on this 87th, but they're so small. However, you can see the 3 rows of rivet detail on all 3 sleepers, so they did a nice job. They've all 3 got a grab bar hanging there for the driver to climb in. They've got the little vent door. I guess we're going to have to do a little bit of adjustment there. Yeah, there we go. They've got the vent door on the driver's door, all 3 of them. These 2 have a really nice molded in door latch and lock tampos. This one here, not so much, just kind of a little bit there. The latches are there, and then tampos there, and then they're just molded in but not tampoed over. You've got the 5-star logo and General written there, there, and there on the hood, just like they're supposed to be. Tipped up. The 43rd scale has 2 chrome bars on running down the sides of the hood. Here, we'll lay them on this fender there. You can see it. There's a chrome piece here and here, just like the real one, plus the chrome over top. You've got the handholds to pull the hood open molded in. They got this molded properly. The 87th has the chrome hood, but it does not have the chrome pieces down the sides, nor does it have the handholds molded in, or the cutouts for the windshield wipers. Now the 64th, it has the cutouts for the wipers, but it doesn't have the handholds or the chrome pieces. They just kind of sort of tampoed them a little bit different color silver. They could have done better, but that's okay. All 3 of them have got quarter fenders, and quarter fenders. All 3 have mud flaps on them. They've all got a really nice tread pattern tire, all 3. You see the treads are really, really nice that they've got on them. The IXO wheels are not the greatest. They got 5-hole wheels here. They're nice. They're chrome. They're nice, but they could have been a little bit better. The centers. 64ths, they have, it looks like 2-hole wheels. Nice centers. They really could have upped those wheels on that. And then they got 10 holes up front. 10 holes up front. And then the 87th has 2 holes in the rear and 10 holes up front. Now the 87th, they tampoed the center caps in black. They didn't do that on the 64th or the 43rd, but they did on the front, tampo them in red and red. Ooh, that's nice. Front wheels. You can see battery boxes, fuel tanks on all 3 of them. Battery boxes, fuel tanks, they're all there. Overall, really nice models. Now let's keep going on around. So far, I am really loving all 3 of these. I'm not the biggest 87th collector, but I do have a few 87th trucks. But this Brekina is really nice, and I might have to get a couple more because they got some other really cool ones coming. They've all got a little bit of a pivot for their 5th wheels. Now, this one here, I don't think you could really, you might be able to hook an 87th trailer, but I think it's just going to pull right out because of the way the trailer kingpin is. 64th will hitch up to DCP trailers, and the 43rd will hitch up to most New Ray trailers. So you're okay on trailers. Brake lights are tampoed on all of them. They've got that little place for the license plate that we don't run back here, but the mud flaps are really cool. Oh yeah, and then you've got your hookups on the driver's side for your trailer, airlines, and electric lines on the 43rd here and the 64th here. But on the 87th, it looks like they mirrored them and put them on both sides. Not really sure why. Underneath detail, They are pretty much similar. They've got modest detail, not great detail. The 64th on the bottom, you can tell it has the places where it was screwed down to the base. You can see the transmission arm covers the, drive shafts, differentials, and the suspension molded in. Up on this other one, the suspension is a secondary part that's added to the frame, so it's a little better detail on the 87th. No steering on any of these models, front frame suspension. They did a pretty nice job all around. Underneath the 43rd, the same level of detail as on the others. Only this one, the suspension on the rear is a little bit better than the 64th. It's also extra parts that are molded in black and then applied instead of being molded as part of the frame. Man, I'll tell you, I am super stoked that they made these particular models. We've needed this truck in 64 scale. Now all we need is the trailer. We got her in 43rd on the truck and in 87th on that truck. But we got to get the trailer. Somebody's got to make the trailer. IXO, it's time to step up to your game in 64th and make trailers. And there we go, folks. There is the 1/43rd scale GMC General by IXO Models, the 1/64 scale GMC General by IXO Models, and the 1/87th scale model by Brekina of the GMC General. Die-cast cab, plastic cab, die-cast frame, and, well, plastic frame. Plastic sleepers on all of them. Of course, you got some plastic parts. So, which one is your favorite? Now, me, I'm the 64 scale guy, so that's the one right there in the middle. Like I said, they're all still available on my website, farmtoysandmore.com, while supplies last. Get them with the links down below. And guys, IXO did another one of this for another fancy truck from another popular TV show, and I got a video coming on it. So hit the like button for this video, subscribe so you don't miss the one that's coming, and I'll see you on the next one.